The indicted Long Island serial killer, Rex Heuermann, faces a new murder charge in connection with the killing of Maureen Brainard-Barnes, the first victim identified among the Gilgo Four, as per an unsealed indictment on Tuesday. The unveiling of the indictment follows the authorities' announcement of a significant development in the investigation into the Gilgo Beach killings, a series of unsolved cases targeting sex workers over more than a decade. Located on the south shore of Long Island, New York, United States, between 1996 and 2011, a string of homicides at Gilgo Beach left the remains of 11 victims. The bodies of the victims were discovered over several months in 2010 and 2011, following a police investigation of the region surrounding the isolated Suffolk County beach communities of Gilgo and Oak Beach, a parkway following Shannon Gilbert's disappearance. And now, Rex Heuermann, a Manhattan architect accused of murdering at least 3 women near Long Island's Gilgo Beach, appeared in Suffolk County Court alongside his legal representative. The indictment, handed up by a special grand jury convened specifically for the Brainard-Barnes case, alleges his involvement in her death, with her remains discovered in proximity to 3 other victims in the marshland along Gilgo Beach. Heuermann, aged 60, had previously been identified as the primary suspect in Brainard-Barnes' disappearance. In July, he faced charges of first and related to the killings of Melissa Barthélemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Lynn Costello. Prosecutors claim that DNA evidence, cell phone site data, and phones link Heuermann to the murders. The investigation uncovered a total of 10 sets of remains, all belonging to sex workers in the area. Police hypothesize that 1 or more serial killers were responsible for these deaths. Brainard-Barnes, who went missing on July 9, 2007 at the age of 25, was found deceased 3 years later near Gilgo Beach during the search for Shannon Gilbert, whose death in nearby marshes remains unexplained. Brainard-Barnes' remains were bound with 3 belts, one featuring a distinctive buckle with embossed initials who or whom, publicly linked to her killer 4 years ago. Heuermann's alleged connection to the initial 3 victims was established through mitochondrial DNA obtained from a pizza crust and a used napkin discarded near his Manhattan office. The DNA was then linked to a hair found on green burlap sacking used to restrain and transport one of the victims. Heuermann's attorney, Michael Brown, has asserted his client's innocence, challenging the DNA claims by suggesting they only place Heuermann in a large pool of potential matches. The case has created turmoil within Long Island law enforcement, with allegations of long-standing corruption hindering the investigation. Last year, Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison, who led the task force into the 14-year-old case, abruptly stepped down amidst accusations of manipulating timesheets. The district attorney, Ray Tierney, emphasized the ongoing investigation through the grand jury process, discouraging involvement from attorneys representing victims or their families.